Hey folks, Adam and Amy here, and we're going to discuss everything you need to know about Desire RM.
So we just returned from probably the best trip of our life. I think that we've been to Desire RM maybe a dozen times now, and we just got back from the all new Eden. And let me tell you, we want to tell you all about the changes, the new spaces, the new stuff with the all new Eden side. Everything is officially open now. You're completely in the swing of things, no pun intended. And it's gonna be a really, really fun time. We're gonna tell you all about the new spaces, the lobby, the spa, the jacuzzi, the playroom, the disco, etc., including the new restaurants. And we're also gonna go over why our new favorite time to go to Desire, spoiler alert, it's August.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and check it out and kick it off right about now. So what is our first topic? And before we get going, I'm gonna ask everyone to click that subscribe button. We've got a lot of Desire content, a lot of Cancun content, a lot of resorts from around the world, and we'll be going to China next week. So there's so much that we're gonna be covering. Let's go ahead and kick it off. What's our first topic?
So our first topic are the new Eden rooms, because they are incredible. They are absolutely insane. And so just to explain, the new side of Desire Riviera Maya, Desire RM, is called the Eden. And yes, I've heard a lot of people asking, and that's a little bit confusing. If you are staying on the Eden side, or if you're staying on the older side, you still have all the access to the same pools, the same restaurants, the same spa, the same spaces. The only difference is that the Eden is the name of, I would say, kind of like staying at the mansion at Pearl. It's a similar category, it's just the room category. So you still have all the same restaurants and the same access, and even if you stay at the old side, you're still able to go to the new pool and the new disco. So don't worry about that. It's just the new classification of rooms.
Yeah. So we're gonna have two types of viewers, most likely. People who have been there before, and then people who are like, I've never been there. So for the people who have been there before, you remember what the resort looked like, and you may have seen the construction or been there in various stages, but they've essentially almost like seemingly doubled the size of the resort. They've got a new lobby, they've got new restaurants, they've got a new hot tub pool area, they've got all sorts of new things, new pizza, all sorts of stuff to try out. And if you haven't been there before, this is a fabulous resort it welcomes all types of couples. And before we show you the pool at Desire, let me show you my favorite pool robot. And we're looking at this, it's from Dreame. It is the Z1 Pro Robot Pool Cleaner. Now this is a revolutionary device that you can control with a remote control from outside the pool. Now think about that. Nobody's ever been able to do that before, and that's because it's hard to penetrate the water with things like IR and your typical remote controls. Well, these guys have developed a brand new technology that allows you to go forward, backwards. We can do some spot cleaning. We can even pull this thing right up here and park it thanks to the remote control. Now, this is one of the most powerful pool robots that I've ever had a chance to use. It's got a fine grade mesh that I absolutely love. And you know what else? This is just a beautiful design from a great company. And folks, as we show you some overlays of use, I gotta tell you that this thing does not get stuck on pool drains. It's got big tank treads to where it can go up and down, left and right, and it can even do the water line. Now with this incredible filter right here, I gotta show you, this is a fine grade filter, and at the end of the video, we're gonna see how much dirt and debris we're able to get out of here. But this is even going to clean your water and your water line. And yeah, the real key here is the powerful suction and that world's first remote control. And when it comes down to it, this is a premier product with the latest algorithms, the latest cleaning technology, the most impressive app that I've ever seen, and this is one you're definitely going to want to pick up. All right, folks, so go pick one up. You will not be disappointed.
So the new Eden rooms are absolutely gorgeous. You're gonna see incredible amenities throughout. The new rooms are really made, especially with, I think, the Desire customer in mind. You've got hot tubs and jacuzzis inside the rooms. You've got a little balcony that looks over the pool, which is really fun.
I don't think all of them look over the pool,
all of them, but
some of them do. Ours did, and we'll show you that with the overlays.
For sure, and they've got tons of storage space, beautiful linens, beds that are just super, super comfortable. The room comes equipped with, I think we had champagne, we had silver tequila and gold tequila, and a mini fridge stocked with tons of cervezas and Diet Cokes and waters. Amenity kits for days with really, really nice shampoo and soap and conditioner and lotion and everything that you could possibly think of. It's just a really, really, like, it has absolutely everything. Gorgeous shower, that waterfall shower that also has the handheld attachment as well. There's an entire bench. It's big enough for like 5 or 6 people.
That's a
I
big
would say.
shower.
It's a very big shower. Private toilet. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous room.
And if you're new to this, we want to let you know that, yeah, everything's included. So you don't have to pay for items at the minibar. I just watched a video about a hotel that a person went to, Bellagio in Las Vegas, and a Coke in the hotel is $12, and the whiskey is $62. At Desire, when they stock your room, there may be a bottle of tequila in there may be some Coca-Cola, there may be this and that. That's all included. And I have to say, it was fun to see when Amy went in and she checked out the bathroom, she immediately was like, oh, I know these. These are name brand soaps. These are name brand shower gear. Like, there was nice stuff in there. And like you said, plenty of storage. So if you're going for the first time, definitely consider those new Eden rooms. They're gorgeous. But honestly, any room on the property is fantastic. I'm somewhat partial to, I think it might be called Garden View, but kind of the previous rooms or the ocean view rooms. There's so many different rooms that you can get there.
Those views.
Yeah, oh
the
my
ocean
gosh.
views are really, really gorgeous. Honestly, you can't go wrong. And the thing about Desire is any room that you get is going to be fantastic. But you're probably not going to spend most of the time most of your time in the room.
You may.
You may. You're true.
If it's a good romantic trip, you might be in there a lot.
That is true. But I think where the magic happens and where everything is I've stayed in a lot of different rooms on the property, and there's not a bad room in the house. So
awesome.
You can't go wrong. But I will hype the new Eden rooms. The butler service is awesome. So that's something that's a little bit different than most other hotels you might get. With the Eden rooms and some other like higher end rooms at Desire, you do get access to a butler, and they can do things like get your reservations and your towels and take care of things for you, help you celebrate different celebrations, whether it's an anniversary or a birthday, something like that. They can really make a very romantic, special trip for you, and just set it up a notch above.
Yeah. But regardless, if it's your first time there and you want to do one of the entry level rooms, or if you want to do one of the premier rooms, it's worth it. It's a great time. Those rooms are gorgeous from top to bottom. And I feel bad saying the old side of the resort, because the old side of the resort is still newer. It's still newly renovated and nice. So yeah, don't get us wrong. But the recently built rooms are gorgeous, and definitely give them a try if you haven't been there before. But don't worry, there's not a bad room in the house.
That is true. So let's talk about the new jacuzzi, because that's a big change, right?
The jacuzzi upstairs.
Yes.
Yeah, so they redid the pool, new pool. Then upstairs, there is a heated jacuzzi that opens up in the evening and stays open late, and it's a lot of fun, and it's much larger than it was in the past.
Yeah, it's a lot larger. The bar is gorgeous. You've got nice new updated bathrooms with showers, incredible lighting. I think there's more seating space and cabanas, so there's just more room. And it is absolutely gorgeous because it does give you that almost like, it's not an infinity pool, but it gives you the illusion of an infinity pool because it goes right out over to the ocean. So like when you were looking out over the hot tub, all you see is hot tub and then ocean. It's absolutely incredible.
Now Amy's probably going to cover this later on in the video, but a nice thing about this redesigned the resort is they've made the flow absolutely perfect. So imagine our room overlooks that new pool. We've got that pool with the bar right there. You can go up the steps or take the elevator now. Some people had complained that, there wasn't an elevator going to the upstairs jacuzzi. Late at night, gets a little slippery, you've had a few drinks. It's nice to take the very new elevator. Right next to the pool upstairs is the Mexican restaurant and the club, so you can kind of bounce between all three. And right below it is a pizza, little bar restaurant downstairs that you can get food all hours of the morning. So you've got that all within 50 feet, 50 feet, 50 feet, 50 feet. The flow is absolutely perfect. I think in the past there was a little bit more walking across the property. Now you can get to anything in a matter of seconds.
So I noticed that day 2, that normally after being at Desire for a while, because I insist on wearing wildly impractical shoes and my high heels everywhere, and after walking around so many steps and stairs at the old Desire, we'll call it, going up and down stairs to your room, going up and down stairs to the hot tub and back and forth, I noticed it. I could feel it. But this trip I realized, like, oh, I don't have that same problem because I've got an elevator going to the room, and you have, even if you do take the stairs, they're not nearly as steep and there are not nearly as many of them going up to the playroom and the hot tub and the disco.
Sure.
So it's all just a lot better, more modern design.
Great
and a
flow.
lot safer.
They put some real thought into the design and to the
Yes.
flow there. It's it accommodates more people. It doesn't feel as crowded.
Oh,
And
yeah,
the
for
old
sure.
pool still exists,
Yeah.
more as a quiet pool, if you will. And you know what? I think because we've been there twice since they've redone it, the quiet pool is becoming more and more of a place to chill and relax, and it's getting more and more attention over there.
I like that. So I think one thing that happened when obviously the new side opened up, everyone wanted to spend all of their time at the new side, and the quiet pool was like a
pretty quiet.
ghost town. It was a complete ghost town. No one was on the older side. This time we saw that there was a good flux and a good mix in between the two. You could hang out at the quiet pool, you could go here. Like, it was just becoming like what it should be. It was all settling into place in a really, really organic way, and it just seemed very natural and very nice to have your quiet pool side, your party pool. Everything was working out, and it's just a really good mix now. I think that anytime you have a big change, you can kind of like disrupt your flow, but I think the flow is back.
Oh, the
Like,
flow
I
is
think-
fantastic,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think it's really back. It's really, really great.
If you went while they were doing the renovation, you might have felt like the flow was a little bit off.
Yeah.
Now it's much smoother. The new design has really made a real difference.
Yeah, I agree. So let's talk about the all new spa.
Ooh,
Because that moved. The spa, if you remember, used to be over next to
by
the gym.
Yeah.
Now it is in the same building as the lobby. Like, it's right next to the lobby, next to the pool. And it is gorgeous. The first thing that you notice when you walk in, to me, the first thing that I noticed, it smells like expensive honey. Like,
Oh.
I don't know how they did that, but it smells like just really, really expensive honey. It's not overpowering. It's just like luxurious. It's incredible. They have all types of different massages. We just got a relaxing couples massage,
Okay.
and I will say that it was the perfect, like, Goldilocks massage for me. One of my favorite massages that I've ever gotten, because I think sometimes when you get a relaxing massage, you have someone that's just sort of like almost like petting you, and they're not really like working anything out. Sometimes if you get like a Thai massage, they're like
Too rough on you.
too rough, and this was the perfect Goldilocks massage for me. I can honestly say it was
Just
super
right.
relaxing. It was just right. Our therapists totally were beautiful professionals that knew exactly what they were doing, and the entire experience was luxurious. They did aromatherapy, they had warm towels, they had heated beds that were just next level. Like, everything in that spa is new, it's state of the art, it's gorgeous. The kind of welcoming room where you go to wait for your therapist to come greet you is insanely gorgeous. There's just like these floor beds everywhere. It's this kind of like Mediterranean chic. There's an incredible mural behind you. It's super romantic. It's super luxurious. It's just, the lighting is perfect. Everything about it is wonderful.
I think I got some footage of us walking in, but not of the actual spa itself. So you'll have to imagine that experience. But it was very nice.
And really, really cool. They have not only, like, because I know at the old spa, they had a sauna and steam room. Here, they have your sauna and your steam room, and they also have a cold room. So,
Oh yeah, you can partake of the cold room if you like.
Yes.
That just
so
is on your own.
Really, really awesome.
The one thing I will ask our viewers, if you've partaken of the massage at Desire before, we had money for tips ready to go kind of in our pockets. And we got our massages, and then our therapist just left. Like when they were done, it was like, goodbye. And we didn't get an opportunity to tip them, like initially. So, what was your experience with that?
Yeah.
Usually, when you get a massage, the person's there, they said goodbye, you give them a little tip, and you're out on your way. That was an awkward experience for us. I don't know if they didn't expect tips, but I mean, it was such a wonderful experience. I think we had $40 each that we were going to hand them, and we couldn't find them. So I would be curious to hear from you. What was your experience if you got a spa treatment at Desire?
So highly recommend the spa treatments. And of course, one fun thing about Desire is that some of those spa treatments are a little spicier than other resorts, and we highly recommend, like, it's just one more fun thing that you can do there that you can't get at Sandals.
Yeah, what was the adventurous massage called?
I think they've got
Erotic, is that what it is?
And like a tan, like
Yeah,
a lot
okay.
of different things that
There's a
I
lot
don't
of
want
massages
to
there.
say and get demonetized.
Sure.
But highly recommend. The new spa is gorgeous, as is the new lobby. So like we said, the spa is right next to the new lobby, and you're gonna kind of go in, maybe if like slightly almost like on a different side. So if you haven't been to Desire in a little while, you might think like, oh, my driver's lost. Nope. This is where
They come
the
into a new spot.
entrance is. They come into a new spot. It is really, really gorgeous on the outside. We'll hopefully show you some overlays of that. There's gorgeous stairs. There are friendly people welcoming you, and the entire lobby is gorgeous, comfortable. It's got the best air conditioning in the entire resort, I'm pretty sure. There is a really, really gorgeous mural. And I think overall, like, what makes it so special are the people greeting you remember you. They know you.
Oh,
They
yeah.
are greeting you with a cold towel. They are getting your favorite drink. They are just taking care of everything for you. Like, here, let me take your bags. Let me, check you in. They're being so nice and so friendly. And I don't want to like talk poorly of other resorts, but we went to a few different resorts this time in Cancun, and I think the biggest thing that we noticed was that welcome and that greeting. When you Desire, they take it serious that like you're coming home, like you're coming to your second home, you're coming to your second family, your second vacation home, like where you belong, and they are welcoming you like you are their best friend. And you don't get that everywhere else.
I feel like they must take notes on you and be able to pass those on, because the level of detail, you'll come back
It's
and be like,
crazy.
oh, are you having a rum and coke today like you did 6 months ago? Or they
It's
really do know
wild.
you.
Yeah.
We came in, we sat down, and Litzy, who had checked us in 4 months ago,
Yeah.
came over to bring us a drink, maybe a cold towel. And she was like, oh, Adam and Amy. And she recognized us. She mentioned a few things that it was like, no, she really recognized us. That isn't
Right.
just faking it. Just came over, gave us a very warm hug. And immediately, from the moment I got there, I felt good. I felt like, wow, I'm back with family. And that's something you're going to notice if you've never been to Desire before. You're going to feel like you're with family. Whether it's the customers are completely different. Like the clientele, the people they have coming there.
Yeah.
They make you feel like you're their friend the moment you walk in. They're like, oh, are you new here? We're like, where are you from? Like, you're going to strike up conversations like you have never before. And even the checkout process, which you may be covering later, is super simple. Other resorts that we went to, we had one on this trip. It took over an hour just to hand over our card because there was such a long line. They wanted to check and make sure you hadn't run up any bills or anything, and they wouldn't let you leave. At Desire, as soon as we walked in the lobby, they were smiling, they were ready. Oh, they called us 30 minutes before we were supposed to check out, just reminding us, hey, do you need us to get your bags? They were ready to go.
It's all concierge service, and it's all anything that you need. If you do want to get a taxi, if you want to go into town, if you need help with anything, just go to the lobby and they've got your back throughout. Like if you want to book something or book a spa treatment or
Buy some jewelry.
buy some jewelry, book a photo shoot, they've all got your back. And also, Africa, who is amazing. She's one of the pool waitresses, bartenders, like gets your drinks while you're at the pool. Every morning, she's just like in the lobby with like, hey, do you want to try this like wellness shot? Like, here you go. Like,
Yeah,
do you
there's a
want
lot of
some,
cool
like,
people there.
carrot juice and ginger? I don't know what it is, but it's delicious. just like welcoming you, and it's a really, really wonderful place. And that's going to be your like help desk information hub. There's also the gift shop, if you remember, was over on the older side. That has moved and it's in the lobby now.
That's beautiful.
It's beautiful, and I would say it's really, really got a complete facelift overhaul.
Yeah, that's great.
So I think before the gift shop was a little bit more like where you buy your
Suntan lotion there.
sunscreen, and like maybe if you didn't bring anything for a theme night, you could get something there. Now they've got like Desire, like it's an actual like logo shop, like it's Desire branded stuff. It's Desire branded heels.
Jewelry.
It's high quality stuff. It's jewelry. There are some gorgeous, gorgeous like pieces of clothing that are just like beaded and just insane, really, really high quality stuff that I enjoyed shopping there. Where it wasn't just like, okay, this is the hotel gift shop that you have to go to if there's nothing else there. This was like actually a pleasurable shopping experience that you can get a little bit of pleasure, a little bit of shopping, a little bit of everything. They've got all of the stuff.
Yeah, don't worry about it if you forgot something. It's like, oh, I didn't dress for this theme night. Just pick it up there. It's going to look better than anything you have in your closet.
Absolutely.
You know, and particularly be more appropriate for that resort.
That is very true. So now let's talk about the Melange Bar. That is the bar that you're going to see as soon as you walk out of the lobby. You're going to walk down some stairs. It's all marble. It's all gorgeous. It has some really great lighting fixtures and really, really wonderful furniture. And it's kind of the bar in between the lobby and the pool. And this is where you are going to have your kind of 24-hour or 24/7 bar. Like if you need something early before you catch your flight or late at night, this bar is always open and it's always there for you.
It's beautiful too. It's gorgeous.
So pretty. It's also going to be your main bar at night during the show. So whenever you've got your Big Desire show going on and whenever you have the band playing and people kind of like dancing before you head up to the disco, this is going to be your kind of main bar for that.
When you say the show going on, what is the show? What is that?
So every single night, Desire has an incredible entertainment program that will honestly blow your mind. Some of the most entertaining, talented dancers and just show people on the planet in insane costumes, putting on a show for you. Then you're gonna have the Desire band playing live house music and just kind of like getting you going, getting you dancing before you kind of make your way up to the disco. So every night you're gonna have this incredible live entertainment, and that's all gonna be at this Melange Bar. So it's really, really a great place that you're gonna see that's not only beautiful, but it's highly, highly functional. It functions as your daytime, all the time, 24/7 bar, but also that bar during your shows. And I think most intelligently, because we experienced this during our trip, there was a thunderstorm with lightning. So everyone got kicked out of the pool. And you know what? It was totally fine. The party did not skip a beat. Everyone just moved from the pool right to this covered Melange Bar area.
Which is 50 feet away. It's 50
feet away. It's fine. The playmakers taught a dance class.
They did, yeah.
You've got the guy with the pizza oven making pizzas. You've got your bar going, and you don't have to worry that like, oh, if you happen to be there, if there's a storm, don't worry about it. There's a beautiful party space a few feet from the pool where you're covered and you're good and you can still enjoy your day.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely gorgeous. I like that the bartenders will remember you. And I like just the overall experience, the fact that you can step away from the pool, go into a shaded area, because it is shaded, and relax over there, get a little breeze, and get out of the heat.
So, last but not least, in this new complex, this new building of Eden, you've got your lobby, you've got your spa, you've got the Melange Bar, you've got the new gift shop, you've got the new Kahlo restaurant, you've got the new jacuzzi, but also you've got a whole new disco and playroom.
Wow. Now the disco seemed to be larger.
Yes.
It had a pole where you could entertain yourself, dance on the pole. It had the main dance floor. It had the bar area.
Yeah.
And I have the the hotel allowed me to film some, not at night during the day, so you'll be able to see it when it's not popping and full of people, but after dinner and after the show downstairs with the entertainers, this is where everyone heads to.
It's a beautiful dance floor, a beautiful, clean space that just seemed really, really fun, but also like upscale at the same time. There's also a flow right over into the playroom, of course, and we don't want to talk too much about that on YouTube, but it is a gorgeous space with all of the amenities that you can want. You've got like mouthwash, towels, everything.
We do have quite a bit of footage of that because they allowed us to film in their off hours.
So we can show this.
Yeah.
And I think my favorite part was that there is a really, really beautiful restroom area that has gorgeous lighting, gorgeous mirrors, and showers, like all right there.
Full showers, yeah.
Full showers, really, really gorgeous ones. And it's a very, very classy,
it's a nice looking place.
Upscale experience.
They've done a really good job with it. And again, the flow is perfect. Pool, you go up the stairs or take the elevator. You've got the discotheque, if you will, the playroom. You've got the restaurant right next door, the jacuzzi right there. It's really a great experience. Everything is just close. Not too close, but close.
Being able to kind of like bounce back and forth between the disco playroom hot tub area.
Yeah.
I think
all night.
Yeah, I think before it was almost like you had a few hours at the disco and then everyone moved from the disco to the hot tub. And now it's a little bit more this fun mix back and forth, and it's a little bit more organic of an experience. And I really, really enjoyed that.
So for people wondering what kind of music is played, because that's important to a lot of folks.
Yeah.
Downstairs with that live band, they are, for the most part, when we were there, playing kind of a classic rock, singing their own, Journey-ish kind of classic rock. And upstairs at the club, it seemed like it was more of a 90s hip hop feel, because I feel like your average person going there is between 30 and 50 years old. Yeah. So I feel like they kind of target in music that those folks like. We also stayed at Temptation recently, and there may be more techno and more new wave music, more recent music, where
dance music,
it's more dance music, where I feel like there was a much more, the music suited me more. I'll put it that way.
For
Maybe
better
for older
or for
folks.
worse. I think some people don't like it and some people do like it, but I will say that
I think
we had
the people there seem to love
exactly.
it.
We had no problem when we were there, just like really feeling the music and getting the party started.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
So, that being said, we've gone over all of the new spaces. I want to tell you why I just figured out that my favorite time of year to go to Desire is definitely August.
Yeah, there's not a bad time to go.
No, and we've been, like, I think our other favorite times, we love to go over Halloween. That's so much fun. They always
New
put
Year's.
on a Dia de los Muertos party. Cinco de Mayo, also super fun.
We've been there for that, both of those.
Spring break, we went spring break last year. Incredible. So many fun times to go. You wouldn't think maybe that August, it's hot, it's hurricane season, it's kind of the low season, but honestly, that's my favorite. Yeah. That is my new favorite time to go. It's absolutely so much fun. They put on the best parties that I've ever seen. All of August, if you didn't know, is SYW week? Sexy, Young, Wild.
SYW, okay.
I think, yeah. So during this month also is one of the few times of year that you can invite an extra guest. So it's not just for couples, but on a case-by-case basis. And it's also kind of skews a little bit younger and is trying to invite sort of that younger, wilder crowd. And I will say it worked.
Yeah, there was some of the most attractive people that we've seen. We met some really cool couples, met some really fun people that we want to hang out with again. There was Kelly, Danielle, there was that Alabama couple. There was just friends after friends after friends that every time we meet them, we're going to be friends with them now. It's definitely a time where the attractiveness level goes through the roof, and it's a good time to go. If you feel like you fit in that category, it's a good time to go. But honestly, there's not a bad time to visit Desire.
Right.
You know, you may prefer to go in the winter when it's a little cooler. It's a little bit hotter, but they know how to put on a show. And I gotta say, was it the Neptune, the Wet and Wild party? What was the name of it?
Goodness. The
Blew my mind.
Under the Sea party.
Under the Sea.
The thing is that both Pearl and RM I think Pearls are on Saturday and RM is on Friday this year. Throughout August, there is a special themed pool party every single week. And it is insane. Like your whole day starts, even at lunch, the pastry chef is bringing out like specifically branded like an entire dessert board that's just insane, like something that you would see at a Kardashian baby shower, you know, like just next level. A
Kardashian baby shower.
Specific
it's a first for me.
If you know, you know. But it's next level. It's beautiful. They've got food going on by the pool. They've got special DJs, foam party. The playmakers are just being themselves, which is insane. And they even brought in
special talent.
Synchronized swimming team, which I couldn't believe they
Olympic
weren't at
level.
the Olympics. Like, I couldn't believe they weren't at the Olympics.
Probably
it blew
were
my
at some
mind.
point.
Yeah, it literally blew my mind. It was such an incredible party. I think at one point during this party, Adam looked over at me and he was just like, if I were a Roman emperor, this is the party I would have thrown.
I did say that. I did say that.
This is the party I would have like.
If I was Caesar and I wanted to have my party,
like this is what you do.
Before I burn this place down, I'm going full Nero and putting all these people here to do this party.
There was like this gorgeous girl in a boat pouring champagne and beer and like, I don't even understand. It blew my mind. Like, Desire knows how to throw a party like nothing else. And honestly, I think sometimes I've heard like some shade thrown between like Desire and Temptation, and obviously it's all the original group, so it's all fun and it's all family. But I've heard a lot of like Temptation stans kind of be like, oh, there's no party at Desire. Like, it's no party.
The party at Desire is next level now.
Let me tell you, during August, during this party, like if you are wanting to experience Desire, but you still kind of want that party, August is a month for you. Make sure that you're there during those themed parties because it's gonna blow your mind.
Across the board, Desire has stepped up their game. The food, better than ever.
Yeah.
The party's more fun. The entertainers are top notch. They've just done a great job of really stepping up the game where almost no one can compete. And Cancun's got some great resorts, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
There's Xcaret, sorry, I had a hard time with that one. There's a lot of fun resorts out there. This is in a league of its own. Nobody competes with Desire.
No. So speaking of that party, every single night that you go to Desire, and we've kind of talked about this a little bit for like before in the video, but for complete newbies, one of the biggest questions that I've seen are like, what are these theme nights? What does that mean? What do I have to wear? Like what is this? So to kind of explain, as part of your all-inclusive program at Desire is that the entertainment's included. So every night there's going to be an incredible show, like a dance number, some athletics, some fire, who knows, like depending on the night, your mind's gonna be blown. You're gonna have a band and the whole thing is going to be themed around a certain theme. The themes change every year, so check the Desire website to see what your theme nights are. But for example, ours for this trip where we had like Angels and Devils, we had a uniforms night, and we had a like Latin night.
Yes.
So for those nights you dress to the theme. It's so much more fun when you do dress up, so definitely dress up. Don't feel embarrassed or weird. But also if you're just completely opposed to dressing up, don't let that stop you from going to the resort. You can dress up to a minimum or just like wear a cocktail dress or like just a normal like club outfit and still participate. That's fine as well. But I do encourage you to dress up, and maybe even if you thought like you couldn't dress up, like don't worry, you're gonna feel confident enough to once you get there, so go to the logo shop and pick something up. But that's kind of going to be your entertainment for the night, and the vibes of those parties are so much fun. And like we were explaining earlier, I think the biggest thing to stress now is that the flow is so perfect. you're partying downstairs, you're watching the show, you've got this gorgeous, gorgeous bar, you've got a guy making you pizza and tacos and BLTs, and then you can walk upstairs, you can party at the disco, you can go over to the playroom, you can go over to the hot tub, you can come, like, it's just a really, really fun, all-inclusive, like, the best house party you've ever been to.
Yeah. Two things. First, I would like to point out that, you know, there's a lot of first-timers who are probably watching this video deciding if they want to go. And don't worry, it doesn't matter if you're not in a particular lifestyle, you're not somebody who has a lot of body confidence. There's not a barrier to entry. If you just want to go there and hang out at the pool, you can go there and hang out at the pool. Like, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's a very chill place to be. People are very inviting, very friendly. You're gonna have a good time. The restaurants are incredible.
Yeah.
The people are friendly. You can sit they've got a bar right by the ocean that you can sit there out on a swing and just watch the waves go by.
I love that bar.
This is a great resort that you don't have to feel intimidated by. So don't worry about it. And the other thing, I just did want to give a shout out to the entertainers.
Oh, yeah. That was actually next to my list.
Oh, okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
What's the official term of their entertainers, their daytime entertainers?
Playmakers.
Playmakers.
Yes.
So the Playmakers I got to give a big shout out to. If you don't know what this is, essentially they hire people to live at the resort. So there may be, I'm going to guess, 8 to 10 people at any given time walking through the resort, oftentimes hosting different activities. These people are absolutely gorgeous.
Insane. Just insane.
Yeah. Imagine young Selma Hayek rounding everyone up for a game of volleyball, or some of the guys there look like a young Aquaman. They are gorgeous people that their job is to host the party. So whether they're pouring shots for everyone, or they're just coming over and making small talk, they're sitting down with you for breakfast, whatever it is, you've got 8 to 10 people. It's not a big resort. It's not like a mega resort.
Right.
So you got 8 to 10 people who become your friends. And every time you visit there, you see them or some mix of them again. And it really feels like they're local celebrities. Everyone's like, oh, I love Kevin, or oh, is that Javi? Or, you know, there's so many cool people that you get to know, and they become like friends to you. You may see them on Instagram, you may see them on social media like that. But imagine going to a Hollywood party and all the young single celebrities are there. That's what this feels like, because you've got these beautiful people that in real life probably shouldn't be talking to me, but they remember me. They're excited to see me. They give me a big hug when I get there, and they're joking around and telling jokes and having a good time and inviting me to go play pool or ping pong or whatever's going on.
They are so funny and so talented, and that was something that, again, we noticed, like, while we were in the middle of this epic foam party. I'm looking around and I'm watching Javi entertain the crowd and dance for like 4 hours in 105-degree heat, and I'm just like, first of all, these people are superhuman athletes.
How do they have that energy?
How do they have, like, that doesn't even make sense. They should be at the Olympics again. Yeah. And then 2, that this is so much better than any, like, the closest thing I can think of is going to like Club 11 in Miami. We're Florida people. So like going to a club and seeing like beautiful go-go dancers. But this is like if that go-go dancer was also a comedian and a host and a friend, and like so much better. Like, I don't know how they have been able to do their hiring. Like, whoever is the like HR and like hiring, I guess the hiring manager for Desire, also they need a shout out, because like they've done the greatest job. They've assembled like the Avengers level crew.
Do you remember any of the other names? Because they are escaping me. We'll try to put a few on screen, but they're wonderful.
And Kevin, and I know I should know so many other than that. Like, I know Uni's not there anymore, but she was amazing.
Yeah. There's so many fun people, and we do appreciate them. They're absolutely fantastic. I think I would liken it to, if you go to Disney World and you're a kid and you see Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck and all these performers that are there, and it just is exciting to see them. It's like that, but for adults.
Yeah.
It's like that for people that have energy and fun, and you're just like, oh, these are my friends. This is one of the reasons I come here.
Yes. So I think we also wanted to talk just like for a second about the memberships, because that might be something that you're offered when you first arrive, and it might be a little bit overwhelming, or you don't know what to do, or like you don't quite understand the system.
Yeah, I want to talk about this.
Yes, go for it.
Okay, so Memberships are my only regret, and not in the way you would think. When
Right.
I first started going to Desire, they said, "Hey, do you want to would you like to become a member?" And I felt like, oh, it's just a timeshare. It's not for me. I was the biggest. I should never join up for a membership.
Yeah.
I was the guy who was a naysayer. Now, after going there several times and realizing what's offered with the membership, completely changed my tune. My only regret is that I wish I would have signed up
5 years ago.
We should have signed up several years ago.
I think we already would have it would have paid for itself, and we
goodness.
would have gotten a lot of benefits for that. Yeah.
So the membership, you see it, and if you've been there before, okay, the members get a towel, they get a special armband, maybe they get a butler. Big deal. It's not worth it. It's worth it. You get room discounts that are incredible. You lock in a lower rate, and then you get those room upgrades. So if you've never stayed in Eden, you're getting that for a discounted price. Now, every membership, I'm not the expert, a little different in the exact setup, but there's so many different benefits. You get your chair reserved for you at the pool till 10:30. You get those room upgrades. You get some extra options at dinner. My only regret is that I didn't sign up the first time I was there. It's an amazing deal. So if you get a chance and you check in at the lobby, after you check in, someone may be like, "Would you like to hear about the membership?"
You should do it.
Definitely.
You should listen to it for
Yeah, it's
sure.
worth it. It's absolutely worth it. And they got different setups for different people and different budgets.
So I think we were kind of starting to shout out some of the, incredible staff that we love. And I just wanted to make sure I mentioned some names. And I know this is not an exhaustive list at all, but Eunice, Roberto, Litzy, Uriel, Africa, Javi, Gustavo.
Gus.
I know that there's so many more,
Yeah.
but we just definitely wanted to say hello and just, thank you so much to some of the staff that we absolutely love there. And I also want to just kind of leave you guys with the fact that, I'll say something a little bit controversial.
Uh-oh.
Desire RM, even with the New Eden, is probably not the nicest resort in the entire world. It's up there. It's maybe top 10, it's maybe top 20. I don't know. But that's not what makes it. You can have all of them, and anyone will tell you that's been there. You can have the best steak, and you can have all the marble, and you can have the best tequila, the most comfortable beds and a jacuzzi in your room. That's not what makes this resort so special. It's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but you can go to Mexico has a ton of beautiful resorts.
Beautiful country.
The reason why you go to this resort is because of the people.
Yeah.
On both sides, not just the staff, which are incredible, and they're going to make you feel like family. And I don't even know how they do it, but they know everything about you. It's like they have a dossier on you, and they're just following you around, anticipating your needs and doing
in a positive way.
Yeah, before you can even think about what you want, they're doing it for you already.
Yeah. They're wonderful.
And the other guest, unlike any
the other guests are so much fun.
No, you can go to Sandals and you can have a great experience,
Yeah.
but you cannot have the Desire experience at Sandals.
No.
The people that you meet at Desire are going to be funny, interesting, friendly. They're going to go out of their way to try to talk to you and be your friend and have fun and be approachable.
Yeah. There are a lot of successful people
Yeah.
who go to Desire, who have interesting stories, who can captivate an audience. When you meet somebody there, even if it's their first time there, they'll be like, "Oh, I'm a doctor, I do this. Oh, I'm actually a YouTube celebrity, or I'm an Instagram person." They will all have really I'm a CEO of a major tech company.
Founder of a, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun people. You're like, wow, I just want to hear your stories.
Yeah.
And they will have done some things. And if you think, oh, I've traveled the world and I've done stuff, and then you meet people there, you're like, oh, I am outclassed here. I'm just going to listen to your story. There's some impressive people. And the thing is,
we're coming back from
they're
Dubai
very down to earth.
with my,
but they're down to earth.
Yeah.
We've had people who are like, we met them, talked with them for the afternoon, and realize, oh, you are in charge of the entire association for your state. I don't want to give away details. Some people don't want their stuff out there, but
weird.
really
I saw
friendly.
you on the
I saw you on CNN.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's crazy. It is a very fun place where you're gonna meet interesting, down-to-earth people that, like you said, have great stories and are just really, really fun. So it's a great, Suki is a fun restaurant to go to if you're kind of new, because
Japanese
it's
hibachi.
a Japanese hibachi. You sit at a shared table, and that's a great way to get to talk to people and meet new friends. But honestly, going there, you're not gonna have to try very hard. People are friendly and approachable, and being able to go somewhere where you meet new friends and you have the playmakers that are facilitating fun parties and dance classes and games and, you know, everything from trivia to volleyball to new choreography, like, you're gonna have a really, really fun time. The people make the difference. The staff makes the difference. The guests make it the difference. It's a special place.
Yeah. We met so many people at Suki that they were super fun. I'm gonna change the names. But one lady, she sits down next to us, quiet older lady. She's probably 70 years old. She sits all quietly because it's a group table where they're giving you sushi and hibachi. And we don't think much of it. We're talking to another couple. She strikes up a conversation, and suddenly she's telling the most insane story about her and her husband in the lobby of a hotel.
She's my life goals, by the way.
And it blew my mind. Like, I couldn't believe the stories that she was telling. I didn't want her to leave. And then there was another guy, and I can't remember. Do you remember what island he went to? Was that Ibiza or somewhere in France?
Ibiza.
It was France. Yeah, it wasn't Spain. But somewhere in France. And he's telling the story of all these people on the beach and this crazy activity and all these things going on. And then he's like, oh, I've got I got to go. And he didn't finish the story. And it broke my heart. Like, it was the most captivating, fun story. So there's something about the people that you meet there. You might meet them one time and never see them again, or they might become lifelong friends. But sometimes the person you least expect becomes that story that you're telling stories about later on. And that's something I got to tell you, you can spend 3 days at Desire and you've got 3 years worth of stories.
Yeah.
And that, you know, you don't get that from every vacation. You can go stay at a nice place in your hometown. We live in Florida. We can go to Orlando for the weekend, be like, oh, we had a nice weekend. We go to Desire for the weekend, we have a story. Yes. We have a lot of stories, and we met a lot of cool people. They're like, did that happen? Did that really happen?
Yes. It's an incredible, magical place, and I cannot recommend it enough. And I'm so glad that we got to experience the new Eden, the new side, in all of its full glory. It's absolutely incredible. Kahlo and Eros are the new restaurants, so you're gonna have an easier time getting reservations to the restaurant that you wanna go to, and both of those are just absolutely delicious as well. There's a new pastry chef that's been there in the last year, and I've noticed that all of your bread and desserts are next level. Like, they've
upgraded the desserts.
They're so much better. Shout out to them. I'm not exactly sure, but I think Eunice told me that they'd been there for like a year now, and they're just really doing a great job.
They're really getting into the full stride, huh?
Yeah. So many staff members that are absolutely incredible. We also, of course, want to say thank you to Montserrat. She's behind the scenes in their marketing team, and she's absolutely incredible. And her staff are some of the nicest, most hardworking people that you could ever meet.
The photographer there is wonderful. Some really fun people. If you go to Desire, go get some photos done. Go get your pictures done, because their photography team is fantastic.
Absolutely. So I think we will go ahead and wrap this up. Do you have anything else,
No.
Adam?
I just want to thank everyone for joining us, and very much thank the people, the people of Mexico for allowing us in their country to have a good time. Very safe, friendly environment. If your question is, oh, is Cancun safe? I know my dad always asked me that. Yeah, the resort, the hotel zone is very safe and super fun, so you don't have to worry about that. And just special thanks to all the people that made us feel at home. It's a home away from home. And they always call it like your home away from home, or this is your home now.
Yeah.
And it really, the resort feels like that. It feels like a home.
When are we going back?
Very soon. All right, folks, we'll see you there. And if you check in, make sure to tell them you saw this video. It'd make us feel good. All right, thanks for watching, and adios, amigos.